For today, I have 3 mindsets that might be blocking your art journey. And for caveat, so this is kind of based on my journey and observations and things I've seen. So take what works for you and leave what doesn't. So if you're ready, let's go. Okay. If you see me looking down, my notes are down here. So I have wrote a list of things and just to keep me flowing through the video. So if you see me looking down, that's why. Okay, so for the first mindset, it is more thinking than doing. So let me explain. Usually, at least for me, I felt like I was always thinking about what I want to do, thinking about what I want to make instead of actually doing it. So when I started moving from that, thinking about the projects and things I want to do, and moving towards actually doing it, I found that very helpful. So I find that the idea of making something, I always want to make it perfect, but that's not going to happen. And that actually keeps me from actually doing anything. And I find that it's never as bad as I thought it would be once I finish. I have another video I'm gonna post of a like art challenge I made for myself. So it might go before this or after this, but check it out. It would give you a little bit more details about this topic. But yeah, so thinking more than doing, that it doesn't actually do anything. So if you find that you're thinking about projects that you want to do, things you want to draw, things you want to paint, things that you want to make, start trying to shift to the actual making part. So if you think of something that you want to make, start making a plan of how you want to do it and execute it. Give yourself maybe a time frame, like, okay, I'm thinking about this, so maybe tomorrow or maybe at the end of the week I would actually get started. All right, so mindset number 2 that might be keeping you stuck or blocking your art journey is comparison. So this one I wrote a lot. There's no one way to improve. So maybe if you go to like an art school and following a traditional path, there might be kind of like a set way. But when you think about it, everyone's art journey isn't linear. It's kind of catered to you. So we see other people journey, their results. We see what it took to get there, but we don't actually no we see other people's results, but we don't see what it took to get there unless they tell you directly. So instead of focusing on how some other artists improved or how they got to where they are, maybe look at if they provide some tips, see if those tips will work for you, but turn the focus from them back to yourself. Because the more you're looking at somebody's work, the more you're looking at somebody's thing, you're not focusing on your own journey and what you need to do. Okay, and the last thing is time. So I think time is probably one of the biggest blockers or one of the biggest obstacles that we deal with when it comes to making art, because everyone is busy. You have to find time to make something. So if this is something you really want to do, look at your schedule, look at if maybe there's something you can swap out. Maybe instead of doing something else, maybe you can replace that activity with drawing, or maybe you can instead of trying to make something big, maybe you can just start with, okay, I want to do maybe one sketch every other day or one sketch a week. Lower that threshold, the barrier of entry for yourself, so that's actually actionable for you. So look at what you can do and look at your time and see where you can actually put that into and fit it into your schedule. So make it work for you. And if you find that no matter what, you just don't have time for it, maybe put a pause on it. So maybe put a reminder on your phone or your calendar for like maybe a month or maybe a couple of weeks, and just put it down as you're gonna revisit it. So in that month, when that month comes or when those couple weeks come, reevaluate your schedule and see if, okay, now, can I actually make time for this? Can I make it work for me? Is there something that I'm gonna have to swap out? So maybe some other activity, or maybe something else you'd like to do. See, what do you want to do more? Do you really, how badly do you want to work on this art? How badly do you want to do this? And see if you can make it work for you. Okay, so that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. If you found any of this helpful, please note it down in the comments. Let me know which tip you found helpful and which tip you want to try. And if you maybe started and you see that works for you, come back to this video and leave me a comment to let me know how it was working for you. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. If you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to do that. If you know someone else who you think will like this kind of content, send it their way. It helps the algorithm know that people are interested in this content. So if you want to be part of this, I don't know, what do you call it? This place. Subscribe and let whoever you think will be interested know as well. And like and leave me a comment. So I have more videos coming up. Thank you so much. Bye.